So, you're gonna quit just because you don't want to work hard?
Excuse me, I work hard. I am tired of you belittling my job.
Why, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I think it's a theme on the George Lopez show. George literally showing Angie that he can do her job even if he struggles with it. And I think that's one of the things with George too. I feel like he wants to prove that he can do everybody's job. If you guys remember the team leader episode where he literally does some of Ernie's work and his work. But when it comes to Angie and him, George does have a whole bunch of competitions, and believe it or not, he always shows Angie up.
I'm not belittling your job, Angie. It just seems that most of what you do is call other people so they can do the work.
Before we get into the video, thank you guys so much for your support. Like I said, I'm here every single day. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Let me know how you guys are actually doing. If there is an episode that you guys want me to cover, make sure you guys drop it down below. I'm gonna be honest, I checked all of season 6 and I've covered absolutely every single episode. So now we're gonna make our way into the other seasons. As always, thank you so much to the members. You guys are beautiful. If you guys want to get a membership, go for it. I am gonna be uploading a members only video later on today, so stand by for that. Thank you guys so much for the support though. Let's get on with it. The episode starts off, ironically enough, with George having to do some of the household chores.
You cooking dinner?
You see it, don't you?
Mom's planning a big wedding, so Dad's doing the cooking and laundry. That's why I'm hungry and going commando.
That he is apparently struggling with.
All right, Free Willy, I'll give you a choice. You can either figure out how to work the washing machine or you can make your own underwear.
And for once, it's Max that's actually pushing him on this.
This is a game of chicken you're gonna lose, old man.
Go clean yourself.
But it does look like George is struggling. I mean, he has laundry backed up, he's making dinner, but it looks like he is just out of place. Now, the reason you may be wondering, why is George doing household chores when it's usually Angie? Well, Angie's busy with her wedding planner business.
Brooke, this is my husband George and my mother-in-law Benny.
Oh, so nice to meet you. I'm sorry I'm taking all of Angie's time. I just didn't realize it took so much to plan a wedding.
We get to meet one of Angie's clients who is apparently impossible to work with.
Okay, I'll see you later. You bye-bye.
Take care, drive safe. Okay, Colby. She is a monster.
And of course, Benny just gives her a little bit of bridal advice, because if you need advice from someone, it has to be Benny.
You know, if he says he's working late, he's cheating. If he goes to the store, he's cheating. Men never get off the couch unless they're cheating. Anyway, congratulations on your oh-so-magical day.
Now, this is where George kind of gets a little condescending with Angie, because Angie is literally telling George that she can't do it and she has to quit.
Work with her anymore. I quit. She's crazy, George.
Get two beautiful girls together and the next day...
And George immediately just puts down her profession, saying that it's just making phone calls.
So, you're gonna quit just because you don't want to work hard?
Excuse me, I work hard. I am tired of you belittling my job.
And honestly, that's kind of mean, bro.
I'm not belittling your job, Angie. It just seems that most of what you do is call other people so they can do the work.
But this is where George should have put his foot in his mouth, because he tells Angie that he can do her job easily.
You call the printer, they print the invitations. You call the caterer, they make the food. You call the baker, they bake the cake. The hardest thing you do, you're like that. Beep, 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 beep. All right, that might have been a little belittling.
And this is one of the points that the episode proves, that George can do Angie's job, so you kind of make Angie look bad.
You know what? You think you know everything. You wouldn't last a minute planning a wedding.
Please, I could do your job with my eyes closed and both legs tied behind my back.
Like, if George was a little more emotionally equipped, he would probably have a great day doing it, but because it's George, that's the only downside to doing Angie's job.
Oh yeah? Then why don't you plan Brooke's wedding?
But I get to keep the commission. And I'm not using that money on the house or the kids. I'm gonna spend it on something that I've always wanted. A giant painting of me that I can put over the mantle. I'm gonna be like that. Watch it.
Now, because George does think that this is an easy job, he thinks it's all good to just not even worry about it.
What are you doing with your golf clubs? Brooke's on her way over here to meet with you about her wedding.
How long can it take? I ask her what she wants, I write it down, I make some calls on the course in between shots.
And I mean, maybe it's just me being naive, but how difficult can wedding planning actually be?
This is my favorite part, when you're all smug right before you fail.
I mean, as long as you know what you want, right? But look, I don't do the profession, and I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be planning my wedding like that. I don't know.
Like that time you put on your own fireworks show for the 4th of July.
Maybe I like fireworks at eye level. I'll be right back. Keep an eye on those.
Now, this is one of the saddest parts too, because Angie now has a little bit of free time, and because Angie is an actual good mother, she wants to spend some time with Carmen.
Carmen, wait, I'm not working today. Maybe we can hang out together.
Oh, no, I've got a poetry reading.
Well, I could go with you. We haven't spent a lot of mother-daughter time together lately.
But Carmen has a reason why she doesn't want to hang out with Angie.
Yeah, I know, but the poem's about how we're drifting apart. It would kill it if you were there.
Brother, like, oh my goodness. Now, the same question that the whole audience has, Brooke actually makes.
I believe Angie can't do my wedding because of jury duty.
She's not allowed to talk about the trial, and neither am I.
Why did she suggest you plan the wedding? Don't you work in a factory?
Yes, a dream factory. Wedding fantasies come true.
Like, why would George be qualified? Like, what are his credentials, right? But I guess Angie's vouch is good enough for Brooke because she begins to plan the wedding out with George.
Take a look at my portfolio.
Wait, are these just pictures cut out of a bridal magazine?
And immediately you get to see what Angie was talking about because Brooke seems extremely undecisive.
Angie said you wanted to get married March 29th. Now, do you want an indoor or outdoor wedding?
Outdoor.
Band or DJ?
Band.
Fish or chicken?
Oh, don't you usually get both?
Buffet it is. I'll see you March 29th.
But also very picky about absolutely every single decision.
I had an appointment down at the golf course.
No golf courses. Country clubs are done to death. Okay, I was thinking something more like a park, except nothing with too many flowers because my grandmother's allergic to bees. Something next to a stream because I'm Pisces and that's the fish sign, so it'll be good luck.
And some things do make sense, but some other things seem like she's just doing too much.
I want torches everywhere because fire balances water, and I definitely want balance in my marriage. None of those Hawaiian torches, okay? This is a wedding. It's not a pig roast. The music before the service has to be a quartet, and they should all be wearing tuxedos.
Again, not my wedding. George gets to have a little bit of the taste of what it's like to plan weddings.
Are you getting all of this?
No bees.
As Brooke basically mentions that he is not writing anything down, and George realizes, okay, maybe I'm in over my head. As George begins to believe that maybe this is way too much for him to handle, he tells Brooke that he quits.
Well, if you don't want a wedding that's going to make it in National Magazine, then maybe I'm not your planner. Good day.
You're my last option.
It's not the first time I've been a girl's last option. And like all the other times, I'll take it.
Only for Brooke to apologize and tell him that she is just stressed out. And I can understand this, but at the end of the day, like I said, how hard can wedding planning actually be? Just, do you want to get married? Then why does everything else matter? I know it's not that simple. I don't want to sound condescending to wedding planners. I know that there's so much work that you guys put into it. But when you're going into a wedding, isn't that something that you already know what you want? The episode emphasizes, though, just how stressed out George is because he apparently takes a day off of work and it's a personal day.
Man, I can't believe you took a personal day to finish his wedding program.
Let me show you what I got to do 150 times. Cut a little ribbon, make a tiny bow, do it to the wedding program, and I spray it with just a hint of lavender. Not too much because it leaves a spot.
He is trying to finish all the invitations for the wedding. And once again, Brooke calls George to keep planning the wedding, I guess.
I thought you finished these yesterday.
I did. Apparently, I made a huge mistake. Now I got to redo all of them because Brooke doesn't want to get married on March 29th. She wants to get married on the 29th of March.
This is one of the creepiest parts because Brooke literally just makes her way into the house, almost as if because George is her wedding planner, she gets to just come over whenever she wants.
Brooke, it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Like that. Angie's right about this. There is no reason you should be coming over to the house, especially when it's that late at night.
Like I told you at 12:30 and 12:45, I got everything under control. Oh, you can't come over and look at the wedding programs. I'm already in bed. And I'm standing next to my chunky assistant.
And possibly one of the creepiest parts here from Ernie.
Hi, I'm Lan, the chunky assistant. I'll be doing your fitting, and it's okay if you get naked because I'm gay.
Beat it, Rosie O'Donnell.
Now George finally snaps and breaks down and tells Brooke that she is a nightmare.
I was thinking about the birds in the park, and I don't want them flying during the ceremony. They're going to be bombarding guests and eating the hors d'oeuvres, so we need to get a scarecrow, but he's going to have to wear a tux.
To which, of course, Brooke takes offense in and fires him.
And I'm not taking a scarecrow to get fitted for a tux. You know why God made you so pretty? To cover up all that crazy.
You know how many weddings you're juggling? But obviously you're too stressed out to handle mine. You're fired.
Now, we almost have a small moment of Angie catching on to what's going on, only for George to play it off.
What is Brooke doing over here at 1 in the morning?
She was so happy with my wedding programs, she wanted to thank me in person. That explains everything.
Is something going on?
And immediately asks Brooke for another chance.
Give me a second chance to plan your wedding.
I don't think so.
Okay, you're not gonna find another planner this late. I promise you, from here on in, everything will be perfect.
And you'll fix the programs?
I pay for them out of my own pocket.
Like, how desperate are you to want to prove your wife wrong? And now we finally get to the wedding, and this is the part that I'm talking about.
Smell your program. Smell it.
George has essentially proved that he can do Angie's job.
What are you two doing here?
I wanted to see if you were really really gonna pull this thing off?
And I came to check out the bridesmaid.
And now that Brooke is in her wedding dress, which was one of Angie's condition, George is just one step closer to proving her wrong. Now, like I said, the only downside to all of this is that George is extremely stressed out, but I mean, for someone that has never planned a wedding, he's doing pretty good.
My stomach's in a knot, my heart is racing, and I'm sweating in this dress.
Okay, listen to me, bro. I've never seen a woman more amazing in a wedding dress right now than you do.
Hey, baby, not your day. Deal with it.
Now we have Vic here still looking for the perfect one.
Well, you're out of luck, Vic. The only single one isn't that easy on the ice.
George, please. At this stage of my life, I want a companion.
But Vic does have a little bit of hypocrisy that kind of peeks out a little bit.
She's over there.
Ay, Dios mío, look at that horse face.
Just when you think we're at the end of the line and Brooke is about to cross that, Brooke has yet another meltdown.
Beautiful bouquet for beautiful bride.
On it. A dozen yellow. There are 13 roses here. It's bad luck. Damage is done, okay? Just tell everybody to go home and the wedding is off.
Only for George to actually have a real moment.
This is that emotional stuff I was talking about.
You're damn right it's emotional. I tied tiny ribbons, I sprayed lavender edge, I busted my ass. This isn't her wedding anymore, it's mine. And I'm not gonna let it ruin my special day.
George basically explains that marriages are not gonna be perfect and that's okay.
My dad abandoned my mom and me when I was 2, but that didn't affect me and Angie. We've been married for 19 years.
Are you happy every day?
Happy like 99% of the time, 50%.
George.
75%. Stop talking to me through the bathroom door because when I'm in there like that, that's George time.
But if you ask me and possibly the audience, it just looks like Brooke doesn't want to get married, in all honesty. I feel like she's trying too hard. And that's the thing about like marriages. I feel like when your whole family has been married and that's all you know, that's what you want to do. All in all though, George ends up getting the commission for this and he ends up wasting it on something extremely ridiculous.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, check it out.
To be honest, guys, this is probably one of the funniest episodes if you were to take this one out of context. But when you realize that George has continuously put Angie down and then proved her wrong, it just sounds mean. It's like, why are you trying so hard to prove your wife wrong? And as always, guys, that is going to be it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know how you guys are doing down below again. I can't wait to hear from you. As always, thank you so much for the support. I will see you all on the next one. Goodbye.
Please, Angie, a stressed out bride is nothing. Let me tell you this. At the factory, I work with ex-cons, substance abusers, and sexual harassers. And I'm not just talking about my mom. There's other people like that there too.